A special guest with us in the booth. I want to say hello to Madison Boehm, who is the Chief Operating Officer and co-founder of Jaxson Maximus. Jaxson Maximus is part of City Furniture and the Marlins Small Business Venture Program. Madison, thank you for joining us tonight. Tell us a little bit about Jaxson Maximus.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. So Jaxson Maximus, we're actually based here in Miami, Florida, down in Brickell, and we have a pretty unique concept. We actually combine men's custom clothing and a fine men's salon all in one. So
wow,
we started back
right up my alley, obviously.
Exactly. So we started back in 2019, November 2019 is when we opened, but the business was founded by me and my dad, Christian, and you know, we love it. We love interacting with the community and especially the business. We've met some interesting people and just love what we do.
The timing of starting a business in November of 2019 is incredible when you think about all that has transpired since then in the world in which we live. How did COVID affect the business?
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely a crazy time to open. Like we said, we opened in November of 2019, and in March we were completely shut down. So we were only open a couple months, and you know, it was an interesting time just getting the business started. As you can imagine, you know, opening a brand new business, putting everything you have into it, and then all of a sudden COVID just shut us down for 3 months. And being in the business where we are, which is men's grooming and custom clothing, you can imagine it was definitely an interesting time for sure. But I think in a weird way, we were kind of lucky it happened when it did versus when we were open for a couple years. And, you know, we had the ball rolling pretty good, and we all of a sudden got the rug pulled out from under us. But we believe we have a great concept here in Brickell, and we have, you know, great customers that support us. So we've been pretty fortunate in how we're, you know, coming back and going strong after COVID for sure.
Counts a ball and 2 strikes to Carlos Carrasco, the Mets pitcher, leading off the 3rd inning against Edward Cabrera. Fouls the pitch off to the right. We'll do the 1-2 again. So what kind of a pivot did you make at Jaxson Maximus during the pandemic?
Yeah, for sure. So the big thing is we were in the men's custom suiting business, and you can imagine guys just weren't wearing suits with
right.
COVID. Everyone was, you know, working from home, and, you know, had to adapt quickly to the changing times. But one thing we did is we actually launched a brand new line of more casual clothing, which we call our Athleisure Collection. So really similar to Lululemon, and we launched that during COVID, and, you know, guys love it. They're wearing it at home, and, you know, we still continue to launch it even now. But actually during the shutdown, one of our ways we, you know, kind of helped our staff out, especially our barbers and our salon staff, was we did in-home haircuts during COVID. So during those couple months we were shut down, you know, we of course took all the safety precautions with wearing the mask and making sure everything's sanitized, but we sent some of our barbers to, you know, the residents of some of our clients that want to do haircuts, and they loved it, you know, being shut down and being the only place to get a haircut. Guys were like, I absolutely need it. Like, please come to my house, please come to my office, that we're still working. And, you know, that's one of our ways we definitely helped our staff out when we were closed for COVID.
That's terrific. As Carrasco struck out for the first, and now VR stands in, takes low ball 1 against Cabrera. 2-2, the Marlins and the Mets. Top half of inning number 3. 1 out, nobody on for New York. We're talking with Madison Boehm, the Chief Operating Officer, co-founder of Jaxson Maximus. There's a swing and a miss by VR. From a business standpoint, from a marketing standpoint, I would imagine you've had to evolve your strategy a little bit in the last year as well.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. It was an interesting time. Nothing we could have prepared and, you know, would have thought of in, you know, every way, shape, or form. But in terms of marketing, it was definitely a big shift. Whereas, you know, we did a lot of events, for instance, and all of a sudden we couldn't, you know, there's less in-person reaction and, you know, different marketing. We had a big shift to digital and e-commerce portion, which is something that we as a business just never really thought of and weren't exactly ready for, being a new business, having to do stuff so quickly. So it was definitely an interesting time in terms of marketing and how we presented ourselves to our clients.
A ball and 2 strikes to VR. Cabrera, a long look in for the signal from Alfaro. Now he's ready to go. Kicks and fires. A little bit low. Ball 2. I mentioned you're part of the City Furniture and Marlins Small Business Venture Program. How have City Furniture and the Marlins helped at Jaxson Maximus?
Yeah, for sure. Number one, we're really honored to be here, and, you know, being in the community in the Marlins, we have a great relationship with the Marlins. Of course, being located in Miami, we're, you know, looking forward to interacting with the community. But again, super appreciative of you guys having us and just being out here and getting to meet everyone in the community. We're very thankful, and, you know, we're looking to continuing doing so in the future, whether it's in Brickell or just in Miami in general.
Asking for a friend here. Let's say somebody wanted to learn more about Jaxson Maximus. So maybe a man who wanted to dress better, get groomed better. 3-2 to VR is fouled back. We'll do it again. Where can we go to learn more about Jaxson Maximus, Madison?
Yeah, no, for sure. You can always visit our website. We're simply jacksonmaximus.com. You can always give us a call, and we're more than happy to take appointments either by phone or just by visiting online. If you do want to call us, our number is 305-262-5747. Again, you can always visit us down in Brickell. We're in the Panorama Tower, just a short distance away from here, and just swing by to come visit and check it out. We're more than welcome to have you guys.
John VR is just drawing a walk on a full count pitch. He's walked both times in this game. 1-on-1 out for Francisco Lindor, who hit him to fielder's choice his first time up. So that's Jaxson Maximus. For folks who want to make note of it, Jaxson, Jaxson, Maximus, Maximus.com. You can learn more. I can learn more. We can all learn more and take advantage. Sounds like a really unique concept, Madison. What about working with your dad? Starting a business with your dad?
I think most people for sure would think we're crazy, number one. But yeah, no, I love working with my dad, number one. He's a big supporter of mine and vice versa. It's definitely been helpful, I would say. Having a family member there that you can lean on and trust, number one, and someone that understands, where you want to take the business concept. It's interesting for sure. Getting away from the business, I think, is the hardest part, especially during family dinners. But I think we do a good job at kind of separating, the business and personal. And, again, we love what we do. So it's more of a passion than anything else.
Where did the idea come from? It's a very unique concept.
Yeah, no, for sure. So the business itself, my dad was actually in the custom clothing space before. He's been doing this for going on, 38 years. So he's been in the custom clothing space, and we've had a pretty unique way, I guess, we started everything. I was actually formed the business when I was, or thought of the idea when I was a sophomore in high school.
Wow.
And we always kind of knew we wanted to start a business together, and it was just kind of me pestering him every year to see, hey, I got this idea. What if we did this? And it just kind of evolved from the kitchen table. And, I went to school for entrepreneurship and finance. So we kind of took it from there and really sat down with the school and said, hey, we really want to start a business. And it was just kind of an evolution over, 5+ years of the concept to actually making a reality.
That's a great story. After walking VR, now Cabrera's fallen behind 3-0 to Lindor, top of the third in a 2-2 game, as we talk with Madison Boehm, the Chief Operating Officer and co-founder of Jaxson Maximus, part of City Furniture, the Marlins Small Business Venture Program. Again, located not far from where we're sitting in Brickell. 3-0 pitch, Cabrera to Lindor, and that missed, ball 4. So another base on balls. That's 3 allowed by Cabrera. And the Mets have 2 on with nobody out for Pete Alonso with a 2-run home run his first time up. Again, it's JaxsonMaximus.com if you'd like to learn more. Jaxson Maximus, Maximus.com. Madison Boehm, thank you so much for coming by tonight and introducing us to Jaxson Maximus. Hopefully we'll see you out there one time soon.
Yeah, tunk you guys for having me. Super excited. And, thank you again for having me.
Terrific. Thank you, Madison. That's Madison Boehm from Jaxson Maximus. And it's a really neat idea, Kelly. I like that.
It absolutely is, and it sounds like they might be seeing you at some point soon.
You never know. I could use a little bit of help. Just a little. I'm not sure if they're up for the challenge.